Hello everyone and welcome to the map Dynasty. Joining me here in the upper right corner, the red Terran player. The Terran piece is oh so terrifying. It is Clem. And the Zerg opponent, the rival here in the bottom left corner, the blue drones, none other than Reynor. And this is Reynor's ambitious expansion. Gold, minerals, and the rich geyser. We'll see. Show me the lovely purple. Come on. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice purple right there. Way better than that silly, simple green Vespine. Okay, absolutely. Both of them going for the plans. Clem's got the base going on the low ground here, but a very quick third CC, opting not for the rich gas. Is this because Clem is perhaps less ambitious? It could be actually more so because Terran just doesn't quite need that much. Okay, it's fine. Get there. We'll get there eventually. I'm keen to see what Reynor is hoping to do with said rich geyser, of course. Clem moving the Reaper around. Bit sneaky play here, just trying to get a little bit of damage done on the drones. Forcing a queen. Unfortunately, at the same time, a few Zerglings getting into the base here. The SCV's pulled to the front, trying to help the Marine. Not going so very well, though. Typical group project, am I right? Somebody always letting the Zerglings through, having them eat the Marine we were supposed to protect. So, the initial play, I would say, from the Zerg appears to be a Roach Warren. Gonna use the extra money here, the income, as a bit of a leap up. Oh god, Clem actually sacrificing the Reaper. Gonna get that creep tumor, forcing one more to come down here. Couple Cyclones make their way here. One of them targeting the Overlord, likely a mishap. Roach in peril. Very supportive Marine here, perhaps realizing maybe not able to support a whole lot here. The Cyclones are an excellent choice, trying to keep Reynor a little contained here. Unfortunately, you can't contain the swarm. Dropper Lords on the way. Hellions gonna make their way into the base. Things heating up. Love it. Excellent. I'm always happy to see these two battle it out. Bit of a rivalry at this point. We've had it for a few years now. Always some great games. Oh, the Roaches. They will never be able to catch those Cyclones at this current rate. Not with the lack of glial reconstitution here. It's on the way now. You know what else is on the way now, though? You know what else is scouted to be on the way now? Alien's gonna spot the Dropper Lord filled with roaches. The Cyclone's actually taking a bit of a beating here. A little bit of a bruising. The Queen's giving them a run for their money, it would seem, as the Dropper Lords make their way into the base. Stimpak is going to finish up. Don't think it can be denied. Roaches and Queens pour forth from the maw. This is only 2 Dropper Lords, though. And now it's far less than 2 Dropper Lords. So, you know, I love the idea. I love the premise of this. Not quite going that well, though. What's in this one? Just 3 roaches left over. Okay. Were the Cyclones defeated? It looks like it. Cyclones were trashed, were canned. The roaches gonna mess up the mining here. Clem not leaving a whole lot here for the defense. Right? Just gonna pick up and head home. Alright. Excellent. More roaches, more Dropper Lords. Reynor feeling a bit aggressive here. Clem is up over 20 workers. Third base securely taken. And I must say, I think it's a pretty good position. Reynor's going to definitely need to get some damage done here to try and even things up. Hellions not likely to find a whole lot of success so long as, you know, queens exist. This could be the opportunity, though. Quite a few roaches here. There's 24 roaches out on the map. I don't think all of them are here. The Marines will try to help out. They do have stim. No shields, though. Medevac support is going to be key. There's even queens here to help out. The boys will be pulled once again. Transfuse is trying to hold that roach-shaped front line. Workers dying off in droves now, but they're doing their job protecting the Marines. Another stim goes out. Looks like Clem will be able to hold, will be able to clean all of this up. There's some damage going on over at the gold base as well. Ravager leading a couple of roaches. Gonna try to help out there. 23 SCVs have fallen, which is going to be an excellent start, I would say. Reynor's been droning behind this, still down, only down by 9 at this point though. So definitely making some progress, I would say, for you Zerg fanatics. Marine's gonna head out, Medevac gonna have to pick him up though. Trapper Lord. Do you know the Ravager takes up twice the size of a roach? Yeah. Way too much at Thanksgiving, that's how we got that way. The corrosive bile is kinda worth it though, you have to admit. The flood of roaches returns, taking 7 more SCVs with it. The Ravager still actually alive. Still trying to get a bit of damage done. Behind this, more drones. We have anything else? We got, you know, Hydra Den, Bane Nest. No, we're just gonna make it work with roaches or die trying. Okay. Intriguing. Marines. Bit of a scan here. Could go for the Roach Warren actually, which I think would be a little devastating since, you know, that's really the only tech choice we have from the Zerg. That is definitely not a good spot to unload. Enough of the gold minerals have been mined out that the forces can actually have, you know, ground traversal there. Might be able to deny the base. Yeah, cancel the hatchery. Okay, Clem fighting back. Getting a bit of work done. Siege tank will set up shop. The Bile of Sass taking out 14 more SCVs for its trouble. The worker count's been evened out. Oh, more things are dying here. Oh, the return of the Ravager. The Bile. Okay, hits the depot. Clem gets the SCVs out in time. 18 SCVs have fallen for the first time in quite a while. Reynor takes a worker lead. We'll see how that will actually affect things, though. Terran has mules and is also making, you know, workers, so it's about to be evened up again. Reynor not making a whole lot of drones, actually. Focusing a bit more on army as well as tech. Infestation Pit. I just saw Infestation Pit finish up. It's gonna be for Hive. That was my suspicion. What's the Hive for, though, guys? Ooh. Is it time? Once again, place your bets. Write down your thoughts. What's the Hive gonna be for? You think it's Vipers? You think it's Ultralisks? Ooh. I think that'd be a fine option. I'd like to see Ultras. Uh-oh, there's a Hydra Den on the way. Not usually a prerequisite for the Ultralisk Cavern, dare I say. Reynor just occupying some spaces out on the map. Perhaps trying to just make sure Clem is staying honest, not moving around. There's a very ambitious, very confident squad of Marines. They immediately turn around at the sight of any roaches. Yeah. The Rich Geyser's been depleted. Reynor able to use that. It is Lurkers. Okay. Likely to then just get the Hive upgrades. Roach is going to catch the group of Marines. A decent amount of Marines, actually. It was 3 medevacs full of Marines. And 1 just decorative for healing and support. Okay, another one sending out here. Clem readying the forces. Siege tanks are unsieging. More barracks on the way. I see concussive shells in the production as well. I must say, I'm still liking Clem's position, even though Reynor is absolutely in a better spot now. 100% looking better than Reynor was a few minutes ago. The worker count's much closer together. The tech has gotten there. Lurker Den just finished up. Viper on the way. And I say Viper. There's one. Okay. A huge engagement here in the middle of the map, though. Byle's going to take out that initial siege tank, getting a bit too aggressive, a little too uppity for its troubles. Looks like Reynor's just going to give him the zone. Give him the hatchery. The Hydralisk's trying to get out of dodge. Alright. The creep will start to recede, and the tanks can set up and pressure this base. The Roach Warren is just evaporated. Completely gone. The gold base now in a bit of peril. The Queen's having some trouble. Reynor looking to send the forces across to the other side of the map, it seems. Hatchery destroyed. Gold base no longer able to be mined. How much was even left here, though? Not much at all. Barely, 200 minerals in total there. The defensive siege tank setup going to be fantastic. Able to just annihilate the roaches as they funnel into the base here. And Clem pushing towards the main. Lurkers are holding the high ground, though. And that's going to make it a little tough. There's no liberators. The Viper pulling the siege tanks in, igniting the Marines' anger and fury. They might be able to start working their way up the ramp here. The Zerg forces have dwindled. How many lurkers? It's 3. It's 3 lurkers. Oh, I think another one just died. Or bit the dust, as someone might say. Siege tanks. Excellent scan. God, Clem is looking scary at this moment in time. Zerg reinforcements show up. A decent fungal growth is going to catch some of the forces. Not a whole lot, though. And this group of Marines barely survives their own work of destroying the hatchery. Clem's forces have fallen off quite a bit. The Viper has some energy. There's one lurker on the way. There's a couple holding the ground here, but I think this is enough Hydras. Unless Clem moves the siege tanks up, maybe. Need the siege tank support, but then they're going to be in range of the Viper, of course, so complications abound. Siege tanks are moving up. Clem's going to try it. The Viper. Pull in one of the tanks. We'll be able to pick that one off. All the other siege tanks distracted, hitting the hatchery on the low ground here. Oh, Lurker going for the siege tank. No scan available. The medevacs are going to try to drop. The Lurker will get the siege tank. The siege tank kills the hatchery, though. And now another group from the top. Nope, they're going home. Never mind. All right. Everybody going home. The final siege tank is going to be pulled by the tongue we'll go with. It's probably a tongue of the Viper. Everything's going to regroup in the middle of the map here, and dare I say, I am quite liking Clem's position right now. That was a decent amount of damage, denying multiple bases, even one of them multiple times here. Siege tank's going to set up in the middle of the map. The Lurkers having a bit of trouble. Did they get their upgrades? We have seismic spines. Okay, so at least one of them. Ghost Academy on the way, 3-3 behind this. Reynor's not even able to get the upgrades, not even +2 attack at this point in time, and the siege tank count is just a bit too high, I feel. 10 tanks on the field, more lurkers on the way, but what we need is not lurkers, we need Vipers at this point. And also things to fight the Marines, really. The group of Marines going to move up into the high ground here, get on top of the Queens, and that's going to cripple the defense for the Zerg, which means Reynor is going to have to tap out. Clem taking the match, surviving the roach-shaped shenanigans in the early match, fighting back with far too many siege tanks. An entertaining match as always. Always appreciate the rivalry between these two. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.